Hello, Lenawee. I'm Ian Went. Let's take a dive inside the cave. Bryn Davis, London Schmidt, and Hadley Fansler led the Lenawee Christian Cougars girls basketball team to a victory over Onsted in midweek action 49-44. Davis led the Cougars with 16, Schmidt scored 13, and Fansler had 11. The Blissfield Royals girls basketball team took down Summerfield on Tuesday 60-42. Lee Wyman led the Royals with 25 points, Kalia Braun with 17, Demaya Gibbons with 8 points and 12 rebounds for Blissfield. The Adrian Maples girls basketball team defeated Madison on Tuesday 49-34. Amor Sanchez led the Maples with 20. The Madison boys basketball team picked up a non-league win over Tecumseh on Tuesday, 43-38. Eli Hyatt led the Trojans with 12 points. Jackson Salambine's 33 points helped power Lenawee Christian boys basketball to an 89-52 win over Sand Creek in midweek Tri-County Conference action. The Adrian Maples boys basketball team gave Onsted their first loss of the season in a tight and contested ball game on Tuesday in Wildcat Country. John Kane called the game on 96.5 The Cave and Lenawee TV.
The Onsted Wildcats entertained the Adrian Maples in boys high school basketball action Tuesday night, and what a whale of a game it was. Onsted came in 13-0 on the season. The Maples were 10-2. Wildcats led by 2 at the end of the first quarter. Maples by 2 at halftime. Wildcats by 2 going into the fourth. But it was 2 huge triples by the Planet Fitness of Adrian, player of the game, Benjamin Perez, that staked Adrian to a 2-possession lead, and they hung on for a 50-46 victory. Maples were paced in scoring by Jackson Francis with 18. Lamont McKinney added 13. For Onsted, it was Mason Chesser who led the way with 13, and Bryson Sutherland added 12. Final score once again, it was the Adrian Maples 50, the Onsted Wildcats 46. From Onsted, I'm John Kane.
The Blissfield Royals bowling team took down Hillsdale in midweek action 27-3. John Chaney had the high score at 246. Preston Iflin rolled a 213 and a 211. Matthew Anderson rolled a 216, and Colin Redder fired a 238. Blissfield also rolled to another LCAA Jamboree win at 10-Pin Alley in Tecumseh. Matthew Anderson with a 258, Colin Redder with a 210, while Preston Iflin fired a 219. The 120 finalists for the Michigan High School Athletic Association's Scholar-Athlete Awards for the 2025-26 school year have been announced, including 4 students from Lenawee County. Farm Bureau Insurance underwrites the Scholar-Athlete Awards and will present a $2,000 scholarship to each recipient. Adrian's Reese Bolo is a finalist for Class A. Tecumseh's Tucker Cole is a finalist for Class B. Hope Miller from Blissfield is a finalist in Class C. Silent Bresnick from Lenawee Christian is a finalist in Class D. Hudson Wrestling won the Hudson Super 16 with Heartland taking second and Oxford securing third. Madison placed 31st and Sand Creek took 34th at the highly competitive event. Hudson's Royce Beal, Nicholas Sorrow, and Becca Campbell all took home first-place finishes. Sand Creek's Thomas Shanks finished in first place as well. Adrian College Athletics hit the national stage this week as former NFL coach and current sports analyst John Gruden met the Bulldogs men's volleyball team at the airport. A post on social media has been making the rounds. Gruden also opened a box full of Adrian College gear and posted it on his social media accounts. The Adrian College NCAA women's hockey team swept Northern Collegiate Hockey Association opponent Lake Forest over the weekend. The Bulldogs' 5-2 and 6-0 victories were aired on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com. Riley Johnson had 5 points on the weekend, and Courtney Ben had 4. Kiara Stack did not allow a goal in 5 periods of work in net. Head coach of the first-place Bulldogs, Chad Davis, gave his thoughts on the weekend.
Yeah, overall, just looking back now that we've gone through the weekend, I had a minute to look at some of the video and kind of digest it. Hey, real solid. I think we're heading in the right direction. We're talking about special teams. We got one. Our penalty kill was good. Excellent in the net on the way out, and we didn't give any up, and we're putting the puck in the net. So hey, we're positioned to keep going forward, and really two wins on the road is always tough.
The Bulldogs are home for the next 4 games, hosting the University of Dubuque and St. Norbert College. The Adrian College NCAA men's hockey team swept conference foe Lake Forest College 6-1 and 6-2. The Bulldogs return to action this weekend when they travel to the University of Dubuque for a 2-game series. The Adrian College women's wrestling team reached a significant milestone this week, earning a spot in the NCAA Women's Top 25 Coaches Poll for the first time this season. The Bulldogs debuted at number 20 in the latest ranking released by the National Wrestling Coaches Association. Mia Gagins, Alexis Baumgartner, Carly Charneski, and Zion Gartner highlight the Bulldog squad. D3Baseball.com released its preseason top 25 poll, and the Adrian College baseball team checked in at number 20 in the opening rankings. Adrian is the lone representative from the MIAA in the D3Baseball.com preseason top 25 poll. The Bulldogs will open their season at LaGrange College on February 20th. The Siena Heights women's basketball team has won back-to-back games, defeating U of M Dearborn and Cornerstone. In the Saints' 87-76 conference win over Cornerstone, Taviana Davis poured in a game-high 28 points. Jan Thigpen led the way for SHU against U of M Dearborn. She scored 21 points and secured 15 rebounds in Siena's 72-61 win. The Siena Heights men's basketball team had split results in recent conference play, losing to Cornerstone 94-77 and beating U of M Dearborn 107-103. Joshua Wilson delivered a standout performance for the Saints against Cornerstone, scoring 26 points. Nick Sobush poured in a team-high 26 points against the Wolverines. Siena Heights triple jumper Calvin Randolph finished first as the Siena Heights men's indoor track and field team competed at the Saginaw Valley State Invitational. Pole vaulters Cooper Bolton, Ethan Reeves, and Corey Turner tied for runner-up honors. Pole vaulter Emma Stewart placed first with an NAIA automatic qualifying height. Sister Catherine Stewart followed in second place. Emma Valentine was runner-up in the high jump. For 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com, I'm Ian Wendt with This Week in Lenawee.